So the first piece of tactical analysis that we're going to do is address the first point of the Bruno effect, which is the ability to find the half spaces for Manchester United. Now, as you can see on the tactical board of our starting 11 for Manchester United, you had Marcus Rashford, you had Anthony Martial, you have Mason Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, Nemanja Matic, Brandon Williams or Luke Shaw, depending on who Ollie would start that day, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka with, of course, David De Gea in goal. Now, Manchester United would start in a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 formation, depending on how you wanted to view it, but Ollie's tactics in order to find the half spaces would truly be able to be implemented once Bruno was able to arrive and start creating for Manchester United in that true attacking role where he could support the dangerous front three that Manchester United produced this season. The front three scored over 50 goals in the Premier League for Manchester United, or in all competitions, and this is a truly incredible number that couldn't have happened without Bruno's presence in that attacking midfield position. But as we can see, Ollie started to utilize his midfield very differently once Bruno was introduced, and the reason is because Bruno needed space, and Paul Pogba was also another key player that was added into this midfield where Matic could really be the facilitator of passes while Pogba and Bruno Fernandes could utilize space in the midfield in order to get the ball to the attacking players. So what Ollie did when building up possession was he would drop Nemanja Matic back into the middle of the centre backs while trying to build up the play. So what that would do was take one of the midfielders out of the main midfield area and would allow a lot of time on the ball for Nemanja Matic in order to pick out passes and really start to move the play forward. He had Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof on either side of him, allowing for a lot of defensive cover if a mistake was to be made. Now, what this meant for the midfield was that Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes had so much more space. With Matic being taken out of the midfield, they had the freedom to move around, to find these pockets of spaces that they were able to then get the ball, exploit, turn, and make a progressive pass. Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba almost led the lead in progressive passes per 90 minutes in the Premier League this season, and that is because whenever they got the ball, they had a lot of time and a lot of space in order to create, which is what Manchester United wanted. So Nemanja Matic would be in the perfect position to create these diagonal passes into the half space. Now the half space is that pocket of space just inside of the outside channel, but not in the center of the pitch, and that is a very dangerous area for a lot of teams. If they go unmarked in the half space, what can happen is Bruno Fernandes can take the ball and either the left back or the left center back, or maybe a potential midfielder has to come in and close him down, but by then he already has the time and space and he's figured out the angles in order to create a very game-changing pass. So this really allowed Manchester United's key players, Bruno and Pogba, to find extra space, extra time on the ball in order to create more chances.